Hey miners, we're going to be checking out Kaspa today because it's actually profitable depending upon your electrical rate. So let's get right into it. Looking at Kaspa, right, as a project for me to mine because I haven't mined it quite yet. But depending upon your electric rate, this is extremely profitable to mine. So at a I want to say extremely profitable, that's a stretch, but it's profitable nonetheless. So at 9 cents electric, you are 1 penny in the profit. I know some people have a very, cheap electric rate. Some people have expensive electric rate. It's going to depend on where you live, right? At 10 cents, which is pretty common. I know the US is creeping up more into like the 12 to 14 cent range, but at 10 cents, you are just barely, you're just barely negative. You're negative about by, 6 cents. So it's almost break even. At 9 cents, you are going to be a penny a day. And then if some people I know can get down as low as 6, like Mr. Voltage with his varying power rate, sometimes it's even cheaper than that for him. So if you had a rig, and this is based on my RX 6600s over here, they're mining Kaspa. They're getting about 235-ish mega hash a card, 38 watts software, 230 in Hive, but it's actually like 300 from the wall. So it's actually really, these things are really efficient on Kaspa. So if you have 6 cents, I mean, you're making almost a quarter a day. So you're in the green at 6 cents all the way up until 9 cents. So I want to show you guys how to mine Kaspa. I just recently started mining it. I'm mining it with all of my AMD cards, except for this rig. This rig is mining that new coin Labyrinth that I did a video on. Just getting a bag of it, not endorsing it. Maybe a total rug pull, who knows? But I just decided I'll just get a bag, right? That's the only AMD rig that's on Labyrinth. So I have this rig is mining Kaspa. Come over to my other rigs over here at Hawks. All my other AMD rigs are mining Kaspa as well. So I have about 12 gigahash on Kaspa right now. I'm thinking I'm getting like 1,300 a day or so, give or take. But let's get into how to mine this coin. So we're over here at my ESXi, and here's my test VM here for Kaspa. It's a Windows. So you do have to use Windows. I find that this works the best. I don't believe that the KDX has support on Linux yet. All right, so we're at kaspa.org on my VM. This is on ESXi. This is what I'm using for my hypervisor. And I'm just coming down here to look for their wallet. I know Kaspa is a pretty well-known coin now. It's getting a lot of attention, but I'm still going to practice the best thing is, and that's going to be to put this on an isolated VM and test it for a little while, see how it behaves, use Wireshark, do my homework before I maybe integrate this to my, I have a main VM for Windows wallets and things like that. So just to keep things separated, and protect ourselves, as we always say. So we're going to be using the KDX desktop wallet. And this gives a brief overview of what the wallet is and what it looks like. So we're going to want the Windows version. So now that we have it in our downloads folder here, we're going to double click on the KDX setup application. And while we're waiting for this to load, here's a word from our sponsor.
Flexpools.net would like to announce a new weekly lottery for loyal miners that support their project. As you might already know, Flexpools is operated by the people from the Flux team as they want to provide a safe and transparent mining experience. While the Flux project does not take directly from the pool, they do give a portion of the fees back to the Flux project because they understand that both the project and the miners are what makes this pool possible. Flexpools has given away nearly 5,000 Flux a month back to miners. The new Flux lottery gives 5 lucky winners $50 each in Flux each week when you have a 95% uptime on your rig. There will also be a bi-weekly winner who maintains 99.5% uptime. That winner will receive 1.7 kilosouls of hash rate for 48 hours to their wallet. Flexpools has also announced a 0% mining fee and 1% parallel asset fee forever. This on top of the weekly loyalty program. You can also earn up to 3 Flux per week. That giveaway prize will be sent directly to the mining address and nowhere else. Furthermore, Flexpools.net has just launched a Neoxa pool with a miner loyalty program where you can earn up to 1,000 Neoxa for up to 1 gigahash each week with 0% mining fee for the first 30 days. Please do not mine directly to an exchange as your rewards may be lost as a result. Come see why Flexpools.net is a great place to mine.
So once the setup starts, you're going to choose your language and then hit OK. And then it's going to make a startup menu folder for Kaspa. Have an icon on the desktop, and we're going to install. All right, and then once the setup is done installing here, you'll get this screen here, and we're going to launch KDX. And then this is where you could select your folder if you wanted to change the folder location of the configuration. And then you'll be click here, what kind of template do you want? So I just chose the Kaspa node. And then obviously you want to make sure that this is on the main net and not like a test net. You want to make sure it says main net and then click proceed. So when the wallet finally loads up, this is what you'll be greeted with. And yes, I realize that mine takes a little bit longer. This is running on some older Xeon processors, so bear with me. This is where you can see that they have their GitHub resources, and some, obviously some patches that they've made to the KDX build here. So we're going to hit X on this, and then we're going to, now essentially this is still a core wallet, right? Because you can see here, they have the headers, it's waiting to sync. So it still needs to build the wallet, but this is where we're going to make our wallet. You just come over here, click the wallet tab. And obviously if you have a Kaspa wallet, you can recover your seed here, or you can do create new wallet. So you're just going to put in your password. We're just going to do, so once you put your password in, you're going to click next, and then you'll be greeted with the seed phrase. You're going to have to write these down or copy and paste them over to Notepad. But then you're like, man, how am I going to copy this while it's in a VM? Well, so we're going to copy right here, and then we're going to minimize this. Now, if you watched my other video, which I'll leave a card up here, wallets on your VMs and stuff like that, I showed you a great tool called Pasty, and we're going to use that right now. So when you come over to Pasty, you're going to right click and paste in your seed phrase here. This way you could see it. So then you're going to come back to your Kaspa wallet, and then you're going to click next. And then it's going to ask you what some of the words are. So we need to come back to our Pasty, and we need to look at the 10th word. There's 12, so obviously, so 12, 11, 10 is want. And it's just going to ask you this a few times just to make sure that you got down everything correctly. Now we have a Kaspa wallet, but we still have our Kaspa address. So then you're going to do another, you're going to come back to Pasty and do a new paste. And then you're going to want to copy your Kaspa address and then paste it as well. If you come over here to your actual desktop, you should be able to see. So if you come over here to your desktop, like your actual home PC that you use, every day, you can see the two pastes I made here. This is my 12-word seed phrase for my test wallet, and here is my Kaspa wallet, which we're going to grab. And now we're going to come back to our workers, and we would come over here to wallets. We would click add new wallet, coin ticker, just type in CAS, and you'll see the Kaspa symbol come up. You'll right click on the address bar and click paste, and you can give it a name, and I'll just put test, because this is just a test because I'm already mining Kaspa. So we'll click create, and then you would come over here to flight sheets, do CAS again. You would pick your wallet, which would be test. And then you would pick your pool. Now, the pool that I'm mining to isn't on this particular pool list. I don't know if that's because that the pool it's a newer pool, so it's probably not, Hive hasn't picked it up yet. So I'm mining to kaspapool.org is the pool that I'm using myself. And so far, they find a good amount of blocks. See, the last block they found was 8 minutes. They do have one of the lower fees for Kaspa right now. Obviously, Wooly Pully's up top, but I don't really like Wooly Pully, so I am not going to mine to them. They also have a significant amount of the hash rate, And as you know, we want to distribute hash rate. So I'm mining to kaspapool.org at 0.75% ppns. To start mining to this particular pool, if you want to follow suit, they have several locations too. So they have a Europe one, a US one, and an Asia one. You would just copy this address, and then you would click configure in the miner, because it's obviously not listed here. But since I'm using AMD cards, I'm going to be using Team Red. And you need to click on set up miner config. And then we're going to type CAS for our algorithm. We're then going to hover over the I and do the wallet.worker name for the template. And then the pool URL, we're going to right click and paste. This way we have the US1 kaspapool.org that we copied from this right here. And then you would just click apply changes, and then you would do create flight sheet. All you have to do is set your flight sheet to your worker right here in the flight sheets, and then off to the races you go. So that is essentially how you could start mining Kaspa. And I did show it to you how to do it with your VM. So this way you could copy and paste out. I do have a video on VM, how to set up a VM and how to use it for wallets and things like that. That way you guys stay protected. I know, people trust certain projects and things like that, but my policy is I trust no one. You need to do the security yourself and take every precaution necessary. Also, if you want to know the tool that I used the Kaspa mining calculator from MinerStat, because what to mine, I like doing it this way myself. I like the MinerStat calculator myself. I think it's a lot easier to use. Well, let me know your guys' thoughts. There's obviously still some GPU mining coins that are out there. If you look hard enough, if you do your research, you guys can find that there are some coins out there. They're probably not the mainline coins like Flux and Ergo and Ethereum Classic. Those things are obviously going to be unprofitable to mine. But it's going to depend on your strategies and your goals and what your financial situation is for your GPU mining farm. But if you're looking for coins that are profitable, you're going to have to kind of broaden your horizons in the coins that you mine. So obviously Kaspa here is a profitable coin depending upon your electrical rate. And it's also going to depend on, obviously the difficulty and hash rate, as the hash rate on Kaspa has been going down. So as hash rate comes down, difficulty goes down, profitability goes up, yields go up. So let me know down in the comments down below how you guys like the new coins and how I try to show you guys how to mine new coins. Do you guys like that kind of stuff? Leave a comment down below. All right, guys, this is the Mining King giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.